Hi everyone, I'm Suen. Today I'm going to make a review about a book entitled Night. Night by Elie Wiesel is a very popular Romanian-born American writer and it was published in 1960s. Night starts out in the beginning of World War II. Throughout the book, the author is moved through several chicanous concentration camps, including Buna. Most of the actions take place in these camps as Elie struggles to survive. The book covers Elie's life from 1941 to 1945, a time when in Nazi-controlled Europe, along with countless others, were taken to concentration camps where they were held, forced to work, or killed. The concentration camps Elie stayed at had conditions ranging from poor to rarely livable. Although one of his camps was stated to be better off, he still had little food, old clothing, and long working days. He had to work in the snow and heat, march along long distance through the cold and sleep in the mud on the floor, sometimes surrounded by the dead composed on his companions. The author didn't choose the setting of his story, he was placed in it. However, I believe he chose to write about these parts of his life because it shows the issues just went through and the cruelty man can show to man. The main character in this book is Elie Wiesel. He was a Jewish boy of 15, born in Singlet. He was thoughtful, loyal, and kind throughout the book. But as he goes through one after another hardship, his character changed greatly. When at first he was deeply religious and awed by his God, he begins to doubt and even despise him. He stops caring about others, about seeing so many die before him. One thing he doesn't lose is his love for his father. Although many times he's wondered if it couldn't be easier to leave his weak father behind, it sticks with him until the end. The loyalty is one of his best traits, while one of his worst. Even if only caused by the circumstance, is his lack of concern or empathy for anyone beside himself or his father. The message of this book was clear. Without hope, courage, and empathy, man can turn on one another without thought or reason, and without education or to understand other people. This can become even worse. Although the heartless soldier stood out to me, the heartless poisoner stood out even more. For example, in one part of the book, a boy or a young man killed his own father over a piece of bread. So animal was his desire for food. I think the author wants you to learn about how harshly the Jews were treated during this time period and the sheer wickedness of Holocaust. This book definitely held my interest. There were no soul part, and although it was not an extremely difficult read, it was very thoughtful and very engrossing. I would recommend it to almost everyone. Whether they like action or history, complex characters, or anything else, this book will probably have it. I think anyone can enjoy and more importantly learn from Night. Thank you.